It's a big day at the Sera Monastery in South India. While the horns of welcome bellow from the rooftop, these monks wait patiently in line. Their distinguished visitor is the spiritual leader of all Tibetans, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It's his first visit for 4 years. The monastery and surrounding villages are now home to some 40,000 refugees who fled their native Tibet following China's invasion in 1950. It's the largest settlement of Tibetans in India. The Dalai Lama pauses before the ornate doors to the new assembly hall. He undoes the swathes of cloth binding them together. Then, in keeping with a centuries-old tradition, he blesses the building. Inside, the official party moves in supplication towards the focus of attention. The shrine in the new hall. The Dalai Lama takes his place on the throne. Sera is one of the great centers of the Buddhist faith and a symbol of hope for all those in exile. The visitors sit cross-legged on the floor as the Dalai Lama takes a sacred bowl of rice. After the ceremony, he explained how he saw his country's future.
When I look at Tibet, look Tibet itself. So when I look, then things really appears almost as hopeless, very, very gloom. The time is running out because the major factor is the Chinese population, day by day increasing. Already, the major towns like Lhasa or Shigatse and Chamdo, this area already now local Tibetan become insignificant community. Some kind of cultural genocide is taking place. So very, very serious. However, when I look Tibet issue, Tibetan problem from a wider perspective, from a wider angle, then I really feel there is a real hope. I think within a few years' time, I think things will change.
Hope for the future lies with the new generation of monks and lamas. This is Lama Osel, a Spanish-born 9-year-old. He is one of only 300 lamas in the world and perhaps the youngest. Like any other child of his age, he enjoys computer games. But to Buddhists, he is someone very special. When he was 2, the Dalai Lama said he was the reincarnation of a famous Tibetan-born scholar, Lama Yeshe. Since then, he has devoted himself to Buddhism. The bell symbolizes emptiness, the ultimate wisdom, and the true nature of existence. He has also learned the complicated prayer chants of the faith.
Lama Osel, what is the purpose of your education here? How will it help you?
It will help me. I'll teach people. Yeah.
You want to teach? What do you want to teach?
In Dharma.
And where do you want to teach this?
The whole world.
Spreading Dharma, or the spiritual path, will be his task. Lama Yeshe was famous for bringing Buddhism to the West, and his reincarnation is being groomed to do the same. This is the settlement, which now covers more than 2,000 hectares. Many fled Tibet in 1959, following the suppression of a revolt by Chinese occupation forces. They now lead a tranquil existence as exiles. The main job is farming. There's no shortage of modern machinery. The tractor section was started in the camp in 1965 with Swiss help. Today, the Cooperative Society has 16 tractors of its own. The workshop takes on all kinds of repairs, and the society rents out the tractors to local farmers throughout the year. Another success story has been the establishment of a cooperative to market cattle feed. This is distributed to Tibetans in exile, and the surplus is sold at competitive rates outside. Weaving and producing handmade carpets is another major income-generating scheme. There are 5 main handicraft centres, and this one, which is the largest in South India, employs 30 women. The carpets have colourful traditional Buddhist motifs and are sold throughout India and exported to Europe. With more than 40,000 refugees in the settlement, health is of primary importance. This centre is always busy. The old women wait and worry outside. Many of the 2,000 monks also visit. The centre has a separate ward equipped to high standards for tuberculosis patients. But many prefer Tibetan remedies prepared in the traditional way with herbs and even certain metals. Some medicines have prayers performed on them, which, it's believed, give them magical properties. But most people here believe illness is really a state of mind, which can be cured by enlightenment and meditation. Children in the village school learn their prayers. For this generation, India is all they have known. But for those living under Chinese rule and in exile, the monastery at Sera and the surrounding settlement are a concrete symbol of identity. It's also an important affirmation of their desire to keep their culture alive, ready for their eventual return.